Grand timing. Bubbles, Diamond, Sweet Pea, Ocean Breeze. Traveler of Life and Peace here, your self-love alchemist, or Bubbles, Diamond, West for short, if the first one is too long, which is my spiritual name, which I got from a personality trait of mine, being really bubbly and optimistic and upbeat all the time. And then the rest, Sweet Pea. Oh, Diamond, Bubbles, Diamond, Sweet Pea, right? Diamond is my birthstone, so you know my birthday is in April. Hashtag Aries. Sweet Pea is also the flower for April. And then my favorite things are like the ocean and the wind that comes off a nice, the ocean breeze, right? And I love traveling, and I am a traveler of life and peace. Let's get to the message, right? So we got messages for the collective. These are messages I got. It looks like I dated it 4/16/8, year 8 again, for the 2024th time, because we're in year 2024. Anyways, let's get to the message, right? And this message is also for me too, right? Because when we talk to other people, we're also talking to ourselves. Before I get to the message, I want to call in. Actually, before I get to the message, I want to give thanks.
Well, I'm not sure.
I want to give thanks.
I want him to give me all.
Sorry about that. An ad came on. I want to give thanks, praise, and glory to the Most High, right? To our Creator of all things big and small, who made the biggest expansion of life to the tiniest things, right? I just want to give thanks and praise and glory to our God, our universe, our everything, right? As well as to our archangels and to our ancestors and to Pachamama, aka Mother Earth, and everything in between that, because everything is always working for our highest good and our highest purpose. Let's get to the message. I'll just read it straight and then we can talk about it a little bit. Okay. Don't give up on your dream. The Lord promised you something that only you two know about. Don't give up or forget that promise. Read Jeremiah 29 verse 11 if you need a reminder. But seriously, no matter what, don't give up on yourself or your dreams. No matter what no matter your age, race, region, religion, or anything, don't let go of your dream. Your dreams are coming true. They are coming. And if you keep believing in yourself, in your dream, and in God's promise to you, then you will see your dreams manifest or womanifest in your reality. All you have to do is have unwavering faith and commitment. Just believe. Never stop believing. So that's the first message, right? And right under that, I have 11 and 8, or 118. And this message is for anyone who is feeling shaky, right? Their foundation is feeling a little shaky, and you thought, or you're feeling like, what happened? I was doing so well, and I was so close, and then it seems like I'm not very close anymore. You know, and you might be questioning things. You might be questioning yourself. You might be questioning the universe. You might just be questioning and feeling down as if you got reneged, right? Like something was just stolen from you. But I'm here to tell you that you didn't get robbed, right? Your dream is coming. You just have to keep pouring into it, right? You have to keep nurturing it, right? You have to keep breathing life into it. And the thing is, in all honesty, I know it really hurts when you don't have anyone to support you on that dream, right? And when you have to keep that dream a secret into yourself and protect it, and it's like you're growing your dream in a dark room, you know? But there are flowers that bloom in darkness, so it's okay, right? Just don't give up on your dream. Even if you don't have any support, physical support, because here's the thing, right? You have support. I have support. We are supported. We just don't physically see it, but I know that you can feel it because I can feel it. And again, this is for people who have a dream but has to keep it hidden from other people because there's no support, or you're afraid that someone might try to steal it or diminish it or talk you out of it, which is correct. When you do have a big dream or something you want to do, you keep it to yourself. You talk only to yourself about it. The universe, aka God, aka uni, aka oneness, aka the light, right? You talk to your ancestors about it, your spiritual team, your spiritual guide. But you keep believing. You keep believing, even if it hurts, right? And what book is it? I think it's a discipline book. I can't remember the author, but it was like, the bigger the blessing that you ask for, the bigger bullshit's gonna be wrapped in, right? So if you're asking for something massive, no, you're gonna get it, but you're gonna have to fight almost, right? It's gonna take a few ego deaths, a few spiritual awakenings. It's gonna take some detachment, right? But just let's think about that one. The bigger the blessing, the more BS is going to be wrapped around it. And I know you're just like, well, why? What's the point in all this, let's say, maybe static? I want this, and if it wants me too, why can't it just come to me? But it's more of like, are you sure you really want it? We're going to give you 50 tests to see how bad you really want it. We're going to knock you down and beat you up, and you're damn near going to get hit by a train. And after all that, we still want to know, do you still want your dream? Right? Because life is always going to be lifing, right? And everything is a series of tests for us, right? So it's like, okay, how big do we want this dream? It's just like if you're dieting, right? If you want to, let's say you want to fit into a pair of pants or a dress before a certain date, or before like a certain event or something. You already know that in order to do that, you're gonna have to either exercise, and if you choose not to exercise, you're going to have to fast. If you choose not to fast, you're going to have to cut out certain foods. So, for instance, right, if you know you have an event to go to, and you have this dress that you purchased, and you want it to just look a certain way, and you want to shed a few pounds, you already know that you can't eat ice cream and chips and a whole bunch of carbs and sugars that will add weight to you, right? So it's really no different from a dream you want. If you want your dream life, your dream car, all these desires, right? They are open to you. It's just a matter of how badly do you want them. And I don't mean like, oh, go and harm someone. No, absolutely not, right? Those tests are all pointing to you. So it's like, how bad do you want this? You want it bad, okay. 5 bad things are about to happen. And out of those 5 bad things, can you find the silver lining? Can you find the lesson? Can you find the blessing? And are you going to get back up and try again? Or are you going to fall down 5 times and say, you know what? It's cute down here. I'm just going to stay down here. Versus, what if you get up that 6th time and boom, your dream happens, right? And I know this for myself to be fact that when you want a really big dream, the world is going to mess you up a little bit to see how bad you really want it, right? Because it's like, do you really want it? You just, all this trash got dumped on you. Are you going to stay in the dump and live there and make peace with being there? Or are you going to get up, clean yourself up, and get on out of there and try again? Right? So let's read this message again to remind ourselves that our dream is almost here and that you are 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000,000% supported, no matter what it looks like. And it is so factual, right? That what we feel and what we think about creates our reality. And I know the interesting test about that is that sometimes there's a lot of chaos around us, right? Sometimes a lot of bad things happen. So it's like, how am I supposed to stay positive, upbeat, out of this negative mindset when all these things keep happening to me, right? I feel it. But that's the test right there. That's for sure the test right there. Is being able to feel okay maybe when other people are not feeling okay, or when you're having a major tower moment and everything is just like just falling apart. What's your mindset gonna be when everything is going to shit? When everything is falling apart? I mean, tower after tower after tower moment. It's the universe asking you, what kind of mindset are you gonna have? Are you gonna be a negative Nancy and a negative Nathan all the time? Or are you going to say, yes, this happened to me, but what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. In every lesson, there is a blessing in the diary. And finding the silver lining out of everything. So, we shall reread. Don't give up on your dream. The Lord promised you something that only you two know about. Let's pause right there. You and the Lord made a covenant, secret pact, pinky promise. And guess what? The Lord never breaks her promise. Never. Never. Okay? Don't give up or forget that promise. If you need a reminder, go to your Bible and read Jeremiah 29, verse 11. If you don't know that verse, that's that famous verse that is my absolute famous go-to verse too, that says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to keep you from harm, and plans to prosper you and give you hope and a future." Right? Let's just ponder on that for a moment. Because we tend to, in our own understanding, right? Because sometimes we're not even understanding ourselves, but in our own understanding, we think that, oh, well, why did God place us here? For us to all be suffering and for us to be in harm and for us to be dwelling in negativity in the pits of disparity. Why? That verse tells you that's not the intention of the Lord. That's not even the intention of us being on this planet, because remember, we are the universe personified. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and a part of this human experience is feeling. And what I've learned is feeling is feeling, right? I heard the other day from a YouTube video, it was like hot and cold is the same temperature. It's the degrees that differ. And I was like, ooh, that's deep. That explains. That explains freezer burn. And that explains personally, right? When something is hot on me personally, it's actually cold first before my mind tells me it's hot. So I remember as a kid, I would get burned frequently. I would burn right here from the iron. And it's because the iron fell on me, but I felt it cold before my mind let me know that it was actually hot. But what was I saying? Feeling. All feelings are valid. All feelings are equal. The degrees are different, right? Because we just need to be feeling, whether that's feeling happiness or sadness or frustration or anger, because sometimes we don't feel. Sometimes we suppress our feelings, or sometimes we don't acknowledge our feelings, or we don't acknowledge ourselves, right? And on our spiritual walk and our journey, we are now seeing and learning how important it is to feel, even if it hurts, because a lot of times what we've done, what I can see everybody has done for a very long time now, is nobody has acknowledged and felt their pain and their hurt. And sometimes it has to do with our societal expectations that we have to keep moving, keep going. But then there's this thing, I guess, where we just don't really want to feel pain. It hurts too much, and we'd rather numb it with any substance, or with work, or with a relationship, or with the binging Netflix, or just anything not to feel it, right? But we have to feel it. Even if they hurt, if they feel good, we have to. So let's get back. All right. So if you need that reminder, again, read Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, okay? Because that is the promise right there, right? Okay, but seriously, no matter what, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Please, okay? Because the world needs you. Whatever it is that you're working on, the world needs it. Because if we didn't need it, it wouldn't be so potent in you, right? You wouldn't be keep getting up after falling down, after all these struggles and fights. You still have your dream, right? Hashtag Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But seriously, I'm going to read that again. But seriously, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, don't give up on yourself, okay? Don't. Because you are the key. The thing is, that no one tells us, is that we are the key and the door, right? And so you have to keep going. No matter what, no matter your age, race, region, religion, or anything else, don't let go of your dream. Your dreams are coming true. They are coming, and if you keep believing in yourself, your dream, and God's promise to you, then you will see your dreams manifest or womanifest in your reality. All you have to do is have unwavering faith and commitment. Just believe. Never stop believing. Never stop believing in yourself. If you can't believe in anything else, believe in yourself, right? But it made me realize just right now, saying that when we were a child, we believed in everything. We believed in Santa Claus. We believed in the Tooth Fairy. We believed in the Easter Bunny. We believed in everything. So pour that into yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay? And it doesn't even matter how old or how young you are. And the best person who said that, and I recognize it and I remind myself often, is from reading Viola Davis's book. I can't remember the title. I think it's As I Am or Finding Me, something. But that amazing, beautiful woman and book was it was really deep, right? But there was a point where she is like, she had got the role of Annalise Keating when she was like either in her late 30s or early 40s. What? I didn't know that. I remember reading that. I was like, what? I didn't know that. So after I read that and heard her, I don't know if I ever heard her say it, but I read it. So it's like I hear her in my mind saying it. That helps me a lot. To not put this pressure on myself, right? To say, oh, well, I have to hurry up and I have to do these things before I turn a certain age. No. My dream is coming true. Period, point blank. As long as I keep pouring into it, as long as I keep watering it, right? Just treat your dream like a plant. And then if somebody is like, I don't have a green thumb, you better treat your plant. Oh, treat your dream like a pet. If you don't have a green thumb, then you better treat your dream like a pet, okay? So if you do have a green thumb, let's treat your dream like a plant and let's water it with good, healthy, clean water. Let's make sure it's in good, clean soil. Let's make sure it's somewhere where it can get some fresh air. And let's make sure it's getting plenty of sunlight. Right? So let's use that analogy again for if you're not a plant person or you don't have a green thumb. Treat your dream like your pet, right? And how do you treat your pet? With love and care. You take your pet out for walks. You rub your pet's belly, if that's possible for the pet you have. I said that and I thought about a fish. But just pour into your dream and pour into yourself. And I know that financially things can be difficult sometimes, but then sometimes it's all an illusion in our head, right? Because I've learned when it comes to money is the root of joy and comfort. But not only that, money likes to have a purpose and destination, right? So like if you have, say you get a check of a whatever, but you have bills and all these things, as long as you have a destination for your money, it will help you. It will be an aid for you. It will prosper you, right? Even if it's like you only have $5 to put in your dream every month, guess what? That $5 will just, it'll explode over time, right? And then also it's just about pouring into you. If you have to save $5 every month or every few weeks just so that you're able to maybe do the things you love that make you happy, or pay for a subscription like Canva or anything that gets you to your dream, just do it, right? We have to also get out of lack mindset because it's really not okay. And then the reality is there's really no such thing as lack. There's an abundance of everything, right? Abundance of trees, abundance of trash, abundance, right? People are becoming millionaires and billionaires every day, it seems like, in America these days. And then we're just in America, right? America is like pretty small compared to the whole rest of the world, where there's still people making tons of moolah. But also keep in mind that when you're really living your dream and doing your dream, the money's gonna come. Your dream should be something that, even if you didn't, like, we hear this, right? Even if you didn't get paid, you still want to wake up and do it, and you want to do it happily. So that's your dream. And I just wanted to remind you, anyone who needed that reminder, right? Because you are important, and you are valuable, and your dream matters. And I want you to walk away from this video knowing that you do have support, even if you can't see it yet. Okay? You have support because the universe is supporting you. The entire universe is supporting you. Okay? To the stars we see, to the moon, to the smallest ant, to the sharpest blade of grass in the ground. It's all rooting for you. Okay? That just made me want to go Tyra Banks right now. She's like, we're all rooting for you, Tiffany. I was rooting for you. That's what the universe is doing. Okay, the universe is rooting for you in your dream. So, in the video with some affirmations, and I'm gonna look in my handy dandy notebook. I love this. Look at this. This is a huge book. It just covered my whole face. Okay. Let's do some destined affirmations, right? Because it's my destiny, it's your destiny to prosper, to be abundant, and honestly to live your dream and your deepest desires, no matter what that is. And if you are stuck and you're like, I know I feel something, but I don't know what that dream is, try to go back to when you were a little kid, right? Tap into your inner child, and then, I would say tap into your inner child, and then also just try to go back in your memory to when you were a little kid and what you wanted to be or do as a little kid before society and family and friends snipped all those amazing beliefs from you, because that's basically what happened, right? We believed in things that were totally not real. Santa Claus is not real at all. Yet we had this belief, strong belief, and it was a ritual we did, right? Think about that. The ritual was to keep this whole ruse going. Even our parents were involved in the ritual of going to buy gifts, secretly wrapping them, putting Santa as the person who sent them. And then more than that, the kids had a ritual too, to do what? To leave cookies and milk out on the table, to go to bed a little bit earlier, and to also open one gift on Christmas Eve. That's a whole ritual, and we believed in it. Like, seriously. So, if you don't have a dream, that's okay. But I'm sure you do. Just have to figure it out, right? Just figure out the things that you love to do, or something you want to do, or just my best idea for that is to think about what you wanted to do and be as a kid. Even if no one asked you, ask yourself. Go and do some inner child meditation, right? And ask yourself, ask your inner child, just ask yourself, period, hey, what do I want to be when I grow up, you know? So, let's get to our affirmations. We'll end on these affirmations. I am a galactic starseed code breaker. I am a galactic starseed code breaker. I am a galactic starseed code breaker. I am destined for a solid foundation. I am destined for a solid foundation. I am destined for a solid foundation. I am a divine leader of both fire and ice. I am a divine leader of both fire and ice. I am a divine leader of both fire and ice. I am charging forward. I am no longer looking back. I am charging forward. I am no longer looking back. I am in love with myself, my purpose, and my journey. I'm feeling this high vibrational version of myself. I am in love with myself, my purpose, and my journey. I'm feeling this high vibrational divine version of myself. I am in love with myself, my purpose, and my journey. I am feeling this high vibrational divine version of myself. I hold the whole world and divine knowledge in my mind. I hold the whole world and divine knowledge in my mind. I hold the whole world and divine knowledge in my mind. I am not regular like everyone else. I am not a civilian. I am important. I am not regular like everyone else. I am not a civilian. I am important. I am not regular like everyone else. I am not a civilian. I am important. I am the embodiment and strength of 4 pillars, 4 white pillars. I am the embodiment and strength of 4 pillars, 4 white pillars. I am the embodiment and strength of 4 pillars, 4 white pillars. It's time to tell my story and speak my truth. It's time to tell my story and speak my truth. It's time to tell my story and speak my truth. I am a new breed of heroes. I am a chosen one. I am a new breed of heroes. I am a chosen one. I am a new breed of heroes. I am a chosen one. I am made up of divine blocks of unimaginable wisdom, courage, freedom, truth, and magic. I am made up of divine blocks of unimaginable wisdom, courage, freedom, truth, and magic. I am made up of divine blocks of unimaginable wisdom, courage, freedom, truth, and magic. I am a highly ranked conduit of spirit and all of God's spiritual teachings, ideals, concepts. I am source, energy within. I am a highly ranked conduit of spirit and all of God's spiritual teachings and ideals. I am source energy within. I am a highly ranked conduit of spirit and of all of God's spiritual teachings, ideas, and concepts. I am source energy within. Those are all for those affirmations. I hope that you enjoy them and that you can relate to them and that they are activating for you, because they were very activating for me. Especially, I am in love with myself, my purpose, and my journey. I'm feeling this high vibrational divine version of myself That one just like, that one just gets me, ooh, you know. That one just gets me. That reminded me of Lion King. It was like, say it again. Ooh, Mufasa, say it again. But seriously, and please always, keep in mind and ask yourself, right? What's activating you? A part of you following your dream and believing in your dream too is always going to be you pouring into yourself and pouring into your dream and making sure that you are always activated. And if something is not activating you, it's time to move on to a new activation, right? And if you don't understand what that means, it's like watching a motivational movie and you start crying, and after you walk away from it a little different. New perspective, new perspective, whether that's of life or yourself or whatever, you know. Or when you listen to a song and it touches you so deeply, you're just moved. Or when you go to church and the music there is moving you in awe, you're just in this building with people you may or may not know, crying your eyes out, almost messing up all your makeup, crying. And why? It's because that music is activating you. It's activating something in you, right? So let's make sure that anything that you're doing is activating you, and especially anything that you are consuming, as far as what you're listening to, what you're watching, even what you're eating, but mostly those what you're listening to and what you're watching. Let those be high vibrational things that activate you, that activate your higher self, your divine self, the God within you. So, I'll end this video with saying you are important, your dreams are important, so please don't forget that you are loved and you are supported by, honestly, by everyone and everything, because even the people who are hating on you and trying to hurt you, it's all for your elevation, it's all for your highest good, okay? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to give you this message. And thank you for allowing me to vibe with you. And thank you for allowing me to activate you. I hope that I am an activation for you every time. Okay? So peace within and peace without. Your self-love alchemist here. Bubbles Diamond Sweet Pea Ocean Breeze, Traveler of Life and Peace. Or Bubbles Diamond West if the first one is too long.